Many Americans over the age of 65 face economic insecurity, even if they're healthy. Oh, no. Don't share this with us. Alex Tansey from Bloomberg. Dateline November 19th, 2019. Let's read, shall we? Someone had emailed this to me, so I want to read this because I think it's interesting. So, the majority of Americans living alone are at risk of not having ability to pay for basic needs. According to the new estimates of financial insecurity among Americans 65 and older from the Gerontology Institute at the University of Massachusetts in Boston. The Elder Index, calculated by the university and other researchers, tracks the income needed for older adults in good health. It shows that on average, a single person without a mortgage requires $21,000 per year to pay for basic needs, or $31,000 per couple. Regional, can I turn that off? I don't know. It's not. All right. Regional price variations change the estimate significantly. The estimated budget covers basic needs such as housing and food, but excludes vacation. They talk about the regional states in the Northeast comprise of the majority of the 10 states with the largest elder economic insecurity. The costliest states also break down overwhelming, as those tend to vote Democratic, while the most affordable generally lean Republican. Most older elders rely on Social Security as a key component of their income, but on average, more than half who live below the elderly index rely on Social Security for at least 90% of their incomes. An increasing numbers of, there's no politics here. An increasing number of baby boomers retire. We'll see more and more Americans struggle just to get by on their Social Security, it says far left Carolyn Maloney of New York. While the, okay, I don't understand. Where's the, they don't even put the link to the thing. Almost 1/5 of Americans 65 and older are struggling with poor health. 1 in 5 are a lot of difficulty. 1 in 4 have some difficulty, at least, okay. Read more. U.S. health report shows growing despair among men. I don't get where what the hell, man? It does. Okay, so let's read who these guys are. So I did a little bit of research first. The Gerontology Institute at the University of Massachusetts. We're going to go back and I'll show you. Hold on just a second. So this is the Gerontology Institute. Never heard of them, but man, they're with University of Massachusetts. That gold dome, it must be legit, right? So let's dive into these guys a little bit, shall we? The minute I hear Carolyn Maloney, I also talk about the many Americans face economic insecurity. You know how they say Trump has a dog whistle for the white supremacists or whatever? I mean, it's just stupid. This is truly the dog whistle for the left on saying we need more government involvement. That's literally what it is. So I'm going to share you something that's kind of ironic here in just a second. But anyway, so here's the Gerontology Institute, and it doesn't say who their, let's see if it does say who their supporters are. Let's see here. It says ways to donate. I wish it'd say who their supporters are. Let's see. But here's a Pension Action Center, which is part of this group. We'll get in that in just a second. So let's read about us. I want social demography, Journal on Aging, long-term care, staff. Let's look at the staff, shall we? All right, we got Chris Brindley, Michelle Campbell. The director is Caitlin Coyle. Ooh, Sophie Esquire, JD Attorney, Illinois Pension Action Product. Interesting. Leon Fishman, the director of the gerontology industry. So let's look at old Leon, shall we? Let's see what his background is. Oh, there we go. All right, bear with me just a second. I'm just looking because I'm going to show you something here. He was also commissioned under Christine Todd Whitman. All right, so he basically he led a $100 million capital campaign for the Hebrew Senior Life and oversaw the creation of a multi-generational campus. So basically, they like him because he could raise money. Okay, I don't have a qualm with that. I mean, because they're always trying to raise money. How do you raise money? By scaring people. Let's see all Sophie here. So what we're going to do is we're going to read Sophie Esquire from the Pension Action Project in Illinois, and we're going to go to opensecrets.com or .org, excuse me, and we're going to see who old Sophie has donated to. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's look for old Sophie here. Nothing. All right, so she hasn't donated to anybody that we can see. So is it Sophie? Did I write the right name in there right? Yeah, okay, so nothing. She hasn't donated to anything. Let's see who Caitlin Cole has. Because look, man, I'm cynical of all these groups. I'll share with you here in just a second why I'm even more cynical. Okay, Caitlin Cole hasn't donated. All right, good. All right, so far so good there. They haven't donated anybody. But then I read this right here, policy and research initiatives. Bear me just a second. Economic elders. Where is the freaking National Pension Lawyers Network? Isn't that interesting? The National Pension Lawyers Network kind of reminds me of like the Legal Aid Society. And in fact, it's interesting because, and it's weird that study that what's his name just quoted, I read. I don't see it in here. I'm sure I could look hard. I frankly don't care. The majority of people over 65. The article had nothing to do. Many Americans, they said the majority of people over 65 face economic hardship. That's not at all what the group said, what the article said for sure. Man, well, let's keep looking. So I looked at the Pension Action Center, right? So we went to Pension Action Center, and we went to see who their staff is. And she, right there, old Anna Marie Tabor, is a director and managing attorney. So you want to see something funny? Let's look up old Anna Marie and see what her background is. So first we see that she just joined in 2018 after being with the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. She served as the CFPB's Deputy Fair Lending Director and Supervision and worked to ensure that lenders did not commit legal discrimination. She also enforced fair lending laws as senior attorney in the federal. So she's a bureaucrat with the CFPB. How would she get on the CFPB? You want to take a wild guess? Because she received a law degree from Harvard Law School. And so and then she worked right here. She served as Assistant Attorney General in the Civil Rights Division of the Massachusetts Attorney General's Office, involving housing and lending discrimination during the foreclosure crisis. So she knows, I guarantee, she knows Elizabeth Warren quite well. So let's see where old Anna Marie has donated to, shall we? Because I have a sneaky suspicion you're not going to like what you find, because I actually already looked it up. I didn't look up as other people. It's funny though, and I'll share with you some other thoughts on this. We're gonna go to Anna Marie, and we're gonna. Oops, let's go here. Anna, did I not do that right? Blink. Maybe I gotta click that. Maybe I gotta get out here. Anna Tabor. So we're going to Anna Tabor. I keep messing up. Hold on just a second. Anna Tabor. So Anna Marie Tabor lived in Rockville, Maryland. Ironically, that's the exact same place that the CFPB is, all right, the bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. And in 2011, when she was there, because the CFPB was founded in 2010, I think, under Cordray or whatever his name is, she donated $7,500 to the Democratic Party of Nevada. Now, why would old Anna do that? You want to take a gander? Because Harry Reid, it looked like he might be thrown out in 2000. Was it 2010 or 12? I can't remember, but I think it might have been 2012. I think it was 2012. It looked, maybe it was 2000. Either way. But Harry Reid was a powerful, powerful force in D.C. Because he was the Senate Majority Leader until the Republicans won in 2014. So, look, we have this is how it works. You know, I scratch your back, you scratch my back in Washington, D.C. And so I give you money. If you get elected, you remember me, and you fund the CFPB. And I get an opera. Why would she give, a lady who's lived in Massachusetts, works in D.C., why would she give $7,500 to the Democratic Party of Nevada? Now, with that said, I also looked up this lady, Miss Egan here, and it looks like she has been a donor to the Republicans for many years. So let's look up Miss Egan here. And what we're going to find, if we go advanced search, we're going to put Massachusetts. And you can look up all these people if you want. I mean, you can look up me. I'll show with me here in just a second. So Miss Egan has been a big donor to the Republican Party, but not for many years. Look at that, not for many, many years. And I don't know this is her, but it's Massachusetts, Maureen Egan. We have Hopkins EMC Corporation. So my assumption is it's the same lady, retired. All right, so I don't know that to be true. Hopkinton and someone, I think another Hopkinton had given money. I forgot who it was one of these people in here. It was her right here, Hopkinton, had given money to the Democrats. And I imagine Hopkinton is just a hop and a skip from wherever University of Massachusetts, wherever their commute is. And I don't know that. But anyway, at the end of the day, I don't trust any of those things. And the reason is because this is all political. And I mean, the director, how does she become the director? Well, the facts are, we know she went to the University of Harvard. She knows Elizabeth Warren well. She's pulling her chips, man. She's saying, look, Trump is now in charge. Mike Mulvaney runs the CFPB. There's no place for me in here anymore. Where else can I go to be an advocate on the taxpayer dime to sue people so I can be the fiefdom that I want with my little authority that I've gathered and I love as a bureaucrat. People love telling people what to do. Now, if you want, you can look up your old buddy Josh. I'll be happy to type my name in. Josh Scanlon, right here. And you will see that I donated $250 to Ted Cruz in 2013. I can't remember what's going on in 2013, but I donated $250 to old Ted Cruz back then. So I hate you, Josh, for that. That's fine. But it's right here. You can look up anybody if you want, which is nice. I'm a huge fan of opensecrets.org. Anyway, so if you're at all familiar with politics, you know the Legal Aid Society. Remember Acorn? You may or may not remember Acorn, but I do. They were big, and they still have it, just a different version. Rabble-rousers on the left. What they do is they raise money to rabble-rouse in front of institutions. That way the government gives them more money as a basically go away and shut up thing. It's the government, and Obama, one of his most radical things is he funneled the Acorn millions and millions and millions of dollars. They sue banks and it would go funnel to these home groups, these home rights groups. I'm sure the same thing at Pension Action Center. I guarantee if we looked at it, I don't know how to do it. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I don't want to. You'd find that the Pension Action Center got money from the lawsuits that people like Anna Marie have filed on behalf of citizens. It's insane. And then, of course, the lawsuits never go to forward because the banks say, I don't want to pay this. I'm just going to. It's a slush fund, man. It's extortion for sure. Acorn did the same thing. Worse than what these guys do. But anyway, let's see about news here. Let's see what we got on for news. A $1 million Pension Action Center grant ensures, a grant for the Administration for Community Living. So who gives money to the Administration for Community Living? All right, here we go back to Illinois. Remember, we had Illinois on here, and there we go, helping Illinois residents to find lost pensions. Thanks for, The offers expertise to Legislative Committee on Elder Affairs. All right. Anyway, at the end of the day, none of these guys. But where's the Administration for Community Living? I mean, where does they get their money from? Look, it's probably George Soros. All this is. I do like they got emergency prep. That's good. Where do we got elderjustice.acl? Anyway, this is a government entity, so they're funded by so there you go. Well, look at that. They're funded by the government, us, and we turn around and use these monies to fund this exact same thing happened to Legal Aid. It happened to Acorn. They funded by the government. They turn around and use that money to rabble-rouse in favor of creating more and more people to say that they're at risk. So the government says, oh, we better do something. It's the whole thing is a vicious cycle. So I don't trust anything these guys write. I hate to say it. I don't. I'm sure they've helped some people. I'm absolutely sure. But anyway, that's it. So when you see these kind of articles, remember the rabble-rousing has just begun. And it's going to get worse, too, as 2020 rolls in there. And then off top that you got Carolyn Maloney being quoted. It's all just a big scam to separate you from your money by making you live in fear so the government can take over. That's literally all there is to it. Josh, oh my goodness, that's so hysterical. Just open up your eyes, my friends, and the truth will set you free. All right, we'll see you.